Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another tutorial. Today, we're going to be taking a look at screw-ups. Whether the name refers to the twisted up position of your body or rotation of the boat, or whether the screw-up is so named because it seems to be redeeming something cool out of a potential, well, screw-up, there's no denying how cool and satisfying this particular tailie variant is. In essence, the screw-up involves getting your boat vertical and rotating on the stern, allowing the bow to fall past vertical, then recovering into a stable, upright, seated position. If you get it right, it's one that will surely cause some raised eyebrows. As with many of these moves, the optimal location for it is a good seam line on the river. But if you can master the screw-up on flat water, you will find dialing it in on those river play spots so much easier. As I said, this is a progression on the traditional tailie, and one that involves some rotation too. So if you haven't got the hang of stern initiations and perhaps pirouettes, head back and check out those tutorials first. To get started with the screw-up, you first have to get the boat vertical and rotating. We've covered that more fully in other videos, so we'll just mention how briefly now. The classic method is to build up a little forward momentum, then use a forward sweep to translate that forwards momentum into rotational momentum. At the same time, load up the stern quadrant on the outside of the turn by raising your opposing knee, while looking and winding up your torso in the desired direction of travel. Plant a reverse sweep on the inside of the turn, and as you unwind your torso through that reverse sweep, drive the outside stern quadrant under the water. Keep leading the turn with your head, looking in the direction you wish to rotate, and using gentle pry strokes on the leading blade to continue the boat's rotation once vertical. Of course, you could get vertical with a reverse double pump or some other method on the flat. You might choose to sit in a stern stall for a while before considering a screw-up. After all, the screw-up simply describes an elegant way to bring your verticality to an upright end. However you get there though, you are now ready to think about a screw-up. With the boat rotating, you need to bring the nose of the boat more and more over the top of you. While pirouetting on the stern, this can end up happening without an awful lot of deliberate action, providing the perfect opportunity to practice the screw-up. But if you want to do it more deliberately, it's all about using your core and knees in tandem to adjust the vertical angle of the kayak. With the boat pointing almost 90 degrees to the water's surface, straight up into the sky, in other words, pulling up on the knees will cause the bow to fall over the top of you. Exactly what you want. Thank you so much for tuning in to this tutorial video. I hope you're finding it enjoyable and informative. If you are, then please do drop a like down below and perhaps comment any other ideas of tutorials that you would like to see in the near future. Thank you so much to those of you who have come along this journey, subscribing and commenting, and generally helping push these videos to the YouTube algorithm along the way. I've really appreciated it. If you're new here and you are enjoying what you see, then please do consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so that you know when I've got new videos coming out. Thank you so much for watching. Let's get back to the tutorial. This is the most crucial part of the screw-up. Coordinating the timing here will make or break the move. You must not let the boat's rotation get ahead of you, even as the bow falls over the top. If you do, the screw-up will simply not look smooth, because you'll end up with a deep blade scrabbling to stay upright, or the move may fail entirely and you'll get very wet. Equally though, if you move too quickly and don't allow the boat to fall past vertical enough, the screw-up may not be visually obvious. you will just gently spiral out of a stern pirouette. Unsurprisingly, this is the part that will take the most practice to dial in. Regardless, as the boat begins to fall past vertical, and you continue to pirouette in the desired direction, you need to twist your body out ahead of the boat's direction of travel, reaching your leading blade as far up and out across the water's surface as you can. In effect, this will look a little like the setup and sweep of a roll, the only difference hopefully being the impressively vertical angle of your kayak. Apply gentle pressure through that leading blade, and you should find that the boat naturally falls back through rotation into a stable, upright position. As you can see, this move can be practiced in either a full slice or a half slice. In either case, some common mistakes to spot for are, as mentioned earlier, not reaching far enough out or getting caught behind the kayak's rotation. If you don't lead it with your head, then you will naturally fall behind the rotation of your boat, and this will make your screw-ups more of a prolonged, damp experience. If practicing in a playboat or half slice, it can be tempting to try initiating the screw-up clean. This is definitely possible, but can lead to a more explosive initiation that does not necessarily achieve the necessary verticality. Even though the body motions demonstrated here are similar to a screw-up, if not practically identical, you need to allow the boat to get fully vertical so that it can fall away from vertical again. Whatever boat you're using, I hope you get out there and give the screw-up a try. This is a great move to add to your repertoire and will make a huge difference in your response time for rolling in a sticky situation on the river.